Good times, good times, good times. All right. Welcome, everybody, to our final General Assembly of 2022-2023. Final General Assembly, my final General Assembly as president. So this is a very touching moment for me. I'm glad to see so many of you here. And let me share the slideshow so we can get started. All right. There we go. All right. Everybody can see that? All right. I can see all of you. All right. So before we start, I want to do a little something that we do at our HESA executive board meetings. I'm going to call on a couple of people. This is my Elwood snap cup moment. We always do at the very beginning of the HESA board meetings. One good thing that happened to you this week. So I'm going to start with Javaris.
Hey, Cody, thanks for choosing or picking on me. One good thing that happened this week, I turned in my very final assignment for the semester. So,
Yes, congratulations. How much longer do you have in the program?
I'm just starting. This is my first semester.
Wonderful.
I'm in the ALM real estate investing program.
Well, welcome to Harvard.
Thank you.
Natalie.
Hi. So sorry I'm late. I lost track of time.
No problem. We're just saying one good thing that happened to us this week.
Oh, this week.
Yeah. Or this month, since the last time we saw each other.
Yeah. I'm actually in Florida right now. I got to come see my mom for Mother's Day, so that's nice.
Oh, that is a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's see, Gustavo.
Hi guys. One good thing that happened to me, I got to fly from my home country of my residence country of Panama to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. We're spending the week with my wife, attending a friend's wedding. So we've been doing a lot of tourism and a lot of traveling, and a lot of drinking and socializing and eating. So it's been fun, very relaxing.
That sounds like a good time.
Yes, indeed.
Hira, one good thing that happened to you this week.
Oh, I am actually planning my trips for the US this year. So I'm based in Malaysia, which is halfway around the world, and I got a lot of things finalized this week. So that's very exciting.
Amazing. Okay, everybody put your good things in the chat. If I didn't call on you, I'm going to share my good thing. This past weekend, I was awarded the Authentic Pit Brick Award from the Harvard Square Business Association. It's an actual brick from Harvard Square from a couple years ago, a couple decades ago. They saved this brick, and it's for community service and helping the unhoused in the community. So this is a very special moment for me. And yeah, I'll always have a piece of Harvard with me, a very heavy piece of Harvard with me for forever. So, all right. Great, let's get to it. Very excited. We have a bunch of great things to talk about today. We have some constitutional amendments you all should have seen that go out. Got some emails about it. Just sort of like polishing up some things from when we ratified the Constitution earlier in the year. Adding things like the societies, which we're so like happy that we created this year. So we're just adding some of that wording. Danielle and I will go over that momentarily. We're going to welcome the new 2023-2024 board. I'm going to try not to cry, but as they all know, the ex officio president still has a role on the board for a year, so I'm not going anywhere. Anywho, we also have some exciting new appointments to talk about today. So some people who are going to be joining the board, and updates from the board, as well as upcoming events, updates from our societies. And after this, there will be 2 professor spotlights, one of them at 1 Eastern and the next one at 2. So please stick around for those. The professors love to see the students on camera, and they're really amazing. Like our professor spotlights have been so great. And I'm so glad that we started this year. And I know that the new board will continue to do it into next year and beyond. So, all right. Proposed amendments to the HESA Constitution. Let me get here. All right. So the first one, like I said, is we're integrating societies and clarifying club involvement as things have changed with the OSA and the clubs. So Danielle, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the most exciting, and this was actually the impetus for us even looking at the Constitution again this late in the year. But it is to incorporate all of our new societies and revise the language concerning clubs to reflect the differences between HESA's involvement with both the societies and the clubs. So really this amendment is just to align the Constitution with reality. It is a living document, and we want to make sure that it's reflective of what we're actually doing and solidifying the roles of societies for next year and future years as well.
Okay, and then next, lowering the threshold for student referendums. Go ahead, Danielle.
Yeah, so for this, when we looked at it, the previous requirement was 10% of all HESA membership, which includes every degree candidate in the school. And to bring a referendum, we just didn't feel that the barrier should be that high. If somebody's motivated enough to get 50 signatures, then they should be able to bring something to our board meetings, and 150 signatures for binding, and we would vote on it, the whole 9 yards. And basically, that's just part of our efforts and our commitment to making sure that that the concerns of students are represented in front of HESA, and that we're able to strike a balance between maintaining something that is reasonable. So we're not just voting on, you know, every little thing, but also to have a target that is achievable for anybody who is invested.
Yeah, I think this is a very important one, actually. All right, streamlining elected member recall process. This is important as well, Danielle.
Yeah, so right now, the recall proceedings require a 2/3 majority of all degree candidates at the Harvard Extension School, which again, just looking at our engagement, looking at our voter turnout, we felt was too high of a barrier if there is a problem. So now we've lowered that threshold to a 2/3 majority of just HESA board members, the presidents and vice presidents of societies, recognizing that the societies have a very vested interest in who serves on the HESA board, and also then members in attendance at the recall meeting. So again, it just lowers the threshold. Hopefully we never need to use it, but we wanted to make sure that the ability to actually use this recall process is achievable, again, if it's necessary, and not just a complete pie in the sky number.
Right. There have been some times when this would have come in handy, but I'm glad that we're doing this for future boards. Amendment to membership voting and right to hold office. This
is my least favorite one that we worked on and to talk about, but because basically we removed the language that certificate candidates are voting members and can hold elected office. And really the only reason we did that is because it's something that HESA wanted, but we were overruled by the administration, and the decision is that only admitted degree candidates are eligible. So really this is just to maintain the alignment with what the administration had requested or dictated, and to ensure that the Constitution is reflective of reality and not just the reality that we wish we had.
And then, of course, the certificate candidates can be on the board. There's many roles open to certificate candidates and
yes,
people on track to do degree programs. So if you want to get involved, there's a way. All right, clarifying election procedures. This has been a big one for many years, and I think we're finally coming around to this election was really great. So I'm very proud of that. Danielle?
Yeah, and this is just again reflective of reality versus our aspiration. So taking what actually is the division of labor and power between HESA, the Office of the Dean, the Office of Student Affairs, and making sure that the Constitution accurately reflects that reality.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, our election turnout wasn't. There was a lot of people opened it and started it, like over, I think it was like 350, 400 people started it, and then about a little under 200 actually completed the ballot. But you know, we also didn't have a lot of contested roles this year, and but thankfully because we started the elections earlier, people got to know the candidates, and there was no Crimson article about a mired election and controversy for the first time in years. So that is a huge win for us. We had a real election that went off without a hitch. So let's give a round of applause to the board for that, because I mean, wow. Oh, so good. So good. I love being in the Crimson, but not for that reason. So not being in it this time was a really good thing. All right. Expulsion policy update.
Yeah, this, as we were looking at the language, realized that there was, just from the way it was phrased, an exception for the president and the vice president from being expulsed, from being removed from the board because of misconduct or absenteeism. And as much as it pains me to give away power, it just didn't seem right or fair that we'd be held to a different standard. So we wanted to make sure that we closed that loophole.
That's right. As incoming VP, Danielle, this was made just for you, this amendment.
Yep.
So be on your best. All right. All right, next. That's it. Okay. So we'll be taking a vote on that now. So all in favor of approving these amendments, you can raise your digital hands, raise your actual hands. Let me see. Brett, everybody. It looks like, okay. Do we have any abstain? Okay, any no's? All right, so we got the let me just actually, can everybody put your hands up again? I want to get a count on this.
Hey, Cody, why don't I just send it out as a poll?
Oh, great. Yeah, very good.
Would that be easier? Yeah.
Yes, Director of Technology and now incoming VP, that would be really helpful. Where were you earlier this year, Danielle? All right, let's see. Let's see this poll.
All right. Everybody should have it on their screen.
Oh, I can't. Add another,
So how many people?
add another yes for me, because it won't let me vote because I'm a host.
It won't let me vote either. Yeah. Because
So add 2 more.
it does look like we have a few no's. I'm curious if that's related to a specific. I'd love to, even though we have a majority for
passes.
yes, I would just like to know what the no's are so that we can address them and hopefully allay any concerns that are the result of, or that are resulting in that.
All right, so let's okay, so it's 23-4. Can somebody write that down? I don't know if Callie's not here. Danielle, can you write that? 23 yeses, 4 no's. Yeah, and we have a couple of minutes if somebody who said no wants to speak about something. No? Okay, you can email us privately after this if you want to discuss.
Yeah, and I'm happy to set up a separate private Zoom and chat with anyone about any concerns that they have. I do really strongly believe in all of these being for the betterment of HESA, so I'm really more than happy to talk about them at length. So feel free to reach out to me directly as well.
Thank you, Danielle. All right, moving on. Congratulations to our newly elected HESA board for 2023, 2024. As you can tell, Mrs. Danielle is going to be the new VP. She's doing great. We got some new faces. They're here. I'm going to introduce them all in just a moment. Let me see. All right. Is Amina here? I don't know if she's here. I don't think she's here.
I don't believe she is. no.
Okay. All right. Well, Danielle, do you want to take a minute to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Danielle Lucerino. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm currently HESA's Director of Technology, and I am the incoming Vice President. I'm extremely excited. This will be my senior year, I guess, going into next year at the Extension School, and I'm just really excited to do even more with HESA than I was able to do this year, and yeah, I don't want to take up too much time because we've got a lot of people to get through, but my door is always open. So if anybody ever wants to reach out to me directly, I'm extremely available on pretty much every social media platform.
That's right. Just like me. Oh, two peas in a pod. Okay. Next, welcome back our Director of Club and Society Affairs, as it is now amended into the Constitution. Lindsay, you want to say a few words?
Hi. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I can say kind of same stuff as Danielle. I'm finishing up my ALB, but I've also was approved for the joint degree program. So I'll also be starting my first year of trying to get into the ALM program over the next year. We've done a lot with this role this year, or this annual, like this year 2023. So I'm looking forward to the next school year to be able to do some more supporting some students in creating some new societies.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay did a great job with creating, helping me create the new societies, and they're off and running. And in just a few minutes, you'll get to hear all the great, amazing things that they're doing. Really, really proud. All right, and our newly elected Director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, who is also coming back to her role, Ms. Sherry. You want to say a few words? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Like Danielle and Lindsay, I'm also available. Please reach out to me whenever you want to. I'm on all social media as well. I am ALM Museum Studies candidate, and we've done some good work this year, and I'm very excited to do so much more and make HES a very inclusive place. So very excited.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Sherry's done some great work with the DEIB committee and International Students Committee and stuff. So it's really, really great to see the work you're doing. I'm really excited to see all of you continue to do great work. Next up, we got some new faces. Our Director of Technology, Dimitrios. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Cody. Hi, everyone. I'm Dimitrios. I'm originally from Greece, but I'm based in Switzerland in Central Europe, and I'm an ALM candidate in management, also in my senior year. Very excited to join the HESA board and serve the student community. So looking forward to working together, and thanks again for everyone who trusted us and who are supporting us in the coming year.
Thank you so much. Really excited to see what you do. Next up, Director of Communications. I'm going to have to hand some passwords over pretty soon. Sarah, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah, and I'm also in my senior year at Harvard Extension Studies. I'm an ALM candidate in journalism. I'm over here in California, so I'm about 3 hours behind. So please don't make any like super early meetings. That way I can attend. Well, I'm really excited to be part of this board and see what we can do this year.
Well, we're very excited to have you, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, that'll be up to Danielle and Amina and you and the whole board. So fingers crossed you get some later meetings. But we usually do everything about noon or sometimes at night. So you should be all right. All right, next up is Helen here. I don't think Helen. Oh, yeah. Hey, Helen,
Hi.
our new
Hi,
director of
everyone.
events, Helen.
Hi. So, it's funny that this is actually after midnight for me. So, forgive the art here. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm very happy to be here and excited to um Hi, Danielle. So excited to be here and very excited to see a string of events already going on, and do look forward to organizing some other events and continue to carry on the baton of Professor Spotlight and all the other events that has been doing this semester and the past year.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. And if you ever need anything, you just reach out to me. All right. I'll help you out. And Director of Student Affairs, Nate. Nate, are you here? Let me see.
Yeah, hi everyone. Just wanted to say hello and thank everyone for the votes, and I'm really looking forward to working with the board this year. And should be a great experience. So looking forward to it.
Nate, what program are you in?
I'm in my senior year as well in ALM in creative writing and literature.
Very nice. And if I actually ran into Nate the other day at the release of the grad review that all the graduate schools put on, and Nate has some things published in it. I got a couple of things published in it, so check that out. Very good. Congrats, Nate. And now we have some appointments to some vacant positions. Very exciting to announce. John, our new treasurer, do you want to say a couple of words, introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. Well, nice to meet everyone. Nice to meet you, Cody. I have heard so many nice things about you as well. And I'm from Spain originally, but I moved here some years ago, 9 years ago. I live in Chicago. I started my studies in Harvard Extension School last year. So I have been admitted to the ALB program, and hopefully I will combine it with the ALM very soon as well for business administration, and with a high concentration in finance. That's my idea. I've been working here for the last 9 years. As I said, I have a supply chain business. I was working for 10 years in a law firm as well in Spain, and I've been working in 5 different countries. So I'm very excited to be here with all of you, and hope to well, raise the bar and try to do good things with everybody.
Very good. We like raising the bar and shattering glass ceilings. That's what we're all about here at HESA. So welcome. Hopefully you know a thing or two about money, because that is your job. I don't think I heard you mention anything about money, but we're going to pretend that you did. And I'm going to cross my fingers. All right. Kwame can't join us today, but he is going to be the Director of Community and Public Service. Kwame is amazing. He's a veteran, and he's done a lot of community service. He's helping me out with some stuff, supporting the homeless shelters and underprivileged communities. He's working on his ALB, and he aims to advocate for a transformative change within Harvard and the broader community, which sounds like I wrote this myself. So Kwame, we look forward to seeing what you can do. And welcome back to our new current secretary. She will be our presidential advisor, Callie. I don't think she's here.
I am here. I'm here.
Oh, she is here.
I was here all along. You just didn't see
I
me.
don't see your face. No, I don't have the show non-camera people on my screen. So
No problem. Well,
I'm glad you're here.
I was delighted to serve as secretary last year. It was great. I had a lot of opportunity to be part of some big initiatives, which were really important to me. I am an ALM candidate finishing my degree this year. I'm in the thesis phase for creative writing and literature. So Nate and I have that in common. And in my day job, I'm actually a university professor at another school, a little bit smaller private school, and I teach in the literacy department, but I also teach educational policy. So I guess it has been helpful to the team to have some of my input. But most importantly, this year, I was really proud that we were able to establish the societies That came after 2.5 years of absolutely no traction and no movement with formation of new clubs. And that had to do with some administrative challenges beyond our control. And the HESA board this year was able to really rally together and work together with Dean Coleman to provide another avenue for students to form community. And so the societies were a huge accomplishment. And I'm super excited to be on the board again next year and just to be part of everything. So thanks for having me.
Of course. And great work this year. And thank you for sticking around and helping to advise the new board. And going from treasurer to notes, our executive secretary, Nathan Rogers, you want to introduce yourself and say a couple words?
Hi, everyone. My name is Nathan. I'm an ALM candidate in Extension Studies for Government, and just really excited to still be a part of this board. Right, we've got a lot of wonderful initiatives, and I'm just really proud to be with this amazing group of people.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Let me see. And before we get to our HESA board updates, I want to give Hira just a minute to say some things. And Hira, you've been it's been great having you. The beginning of last, you and I were it was just me and you basically. So please say a few words and tell us how your experience was this year and what you hope for the future.
Oh, thank you, Cody. That was very touching. You're gonna make me cry now. Tears of joy. I think it's been such a remarkable effort to see Cody really guide the whole team forward over the past 1 year. As Cody mentioned, last semester in the fall, it was just both of us, and to see how far the team has come, it's united. It's people that were strangers and now are friends and family. So it's something to be proud of, to be part of this team, and also see how many milestones we've overcome. And I see that everyone is going to be picking up momentum. I'm so excited to see the year coming forward.
Great. Thank you so much, Hira. And we hope, you'll still stick around, do something with HESA, because you're a big part of it. So, all right, now on to updates. Now I get to have my my tearful moment. I don't know. I probably won't cry, but I'm gonna get through this. Some of you hopefully all read the newsletter that we sent out, but I'm just going to read what I wrote and a little message to all of you. To the HES family, I am so extremely proud to have been your student body president. We have truly been through so much together this year, and it is incredible to see how far we've come. This year, our annual events had more turnout than ever before. The Fall Welcome Week and our first Professor Spotlight were both huge hits. Our winter supply drive for the Harvard Square Homeless Shelter raised over $12,000 in supplies for the shelter this year. Our monthly General Assembly saw many students from all over the world coming together to ratify our Constitution and talk about important initiatives. And our first ever HESA Society debut event had our largest turnout of participants for a hybrid event ever. I think it was like 180 at some point. It was really amazing. We even had an internationally known Grammy-winning celebrity, Flava Flav, come and hold an event with me to talk about sobriety. And that was really one of the special moments of my time. This year, the student body showed how much they cared about each other, and their engagement on the issues that matter to us was seen and recognized. That loud, rambunctious rally around John Harvard's statue during Convocation Weekend was definitely one of my favorites. As we look forward to the rest of May, we will celebrate our fellow students, teachers, mentors, and advisors at the HESA Awards. And of course, we will be celebrating all of our graduates very soon too. I am proud to be walking that stage alongside many of you in just a few short weeks, and I look forward to seeing many of you there. Honestly, it has been one of the greatest privileges of my life to serve as your president and to fight alongside of all of you for student rights and a better HES experience for all of us. I have full faith in the new HESA team and cannot wait to see what all of you do next year. And if you ever need me, I will be across the pond at the other Cambridge, but I'm always a DM or an email away. Sending you all so much good energy, really. And thanks for being a part of my HES family. So there you go. Let's get about and some of my, I think these are probably my favorite photos from this year from HESA. That was such a really amazing moment, seeing like the students come together to rally in Harvard Yard and really just fight for student rights. And I know the next board is going to be keeping up that fight. So I look forward to seeing more protests and more, signs and everything. All right, so I just wanted to update you all on the thing we talked about in the last General Assembly. There was, I reported an incident with the Associate Dean of Student Affairs who there was some grabbing, and we reported it to the whole school to let everybody know. And it was some very interesting responses on social media, but also a couple of people came forward privately to share with me some similar stories. And so I want to just thank them for their bravery for coming forward. And so we'll let you know as that investigation proceeds and how that's going. And again, if you ever have anything that affects you like that, we have multiple ways for you to reach out to us. HESA hears you, and we have a hotline as well as an anonymous form. So please reach out to us anytime if you ever feel like anything is wrong with your experience here at HES. All right, our last dean's meeting, our monthly meeting with the dean is coming up. So if you have anything you would like us to ask her, put it in our chat and we'll try to get it on the agenda. Sometimes at the end, if we have a few minutes, we have some time to put student questions in there that aren't the ones that we're bringing up. So if you have any burning questions at the end, let us know, put it in the chat, and we'll try to get that on the agenda, and we'll let you know. Even though we're not having a General Assembly next month, we will update you all on our social media throughout the summer. So please stay tuned to that. Affinity graduation ceremonies are happening. I think hopefully anybody here who is graduating has already signed up for all of that. I'm really excited to announce that Harvard has asked me to be the master of ceremony for the Lavender graduation, which will be held at the Divinity School, which is a really, really special honor. So I get to be fabulous for one afternoon at Harvard. And then HES graduation, I think you all know, you hopefully all got your emails. Everybody's aware of the class photo, and then the other events that are coming out. So please check your emails. If not, you can reach out to any of us at HESA and we can help you find that information. So HESA summer plans. So HESA still works through the summer. We try to make sure that we have events for students who are here on campus for summer classes, as well as hybrid events during the summer. It's not as busy as it is during the school year, but we try to have 1 or 2 events a month so that we stay connected, and then prepare for the fall welcome week, and so we can introduce ourselves to new students. And yeah, so it's a great time. So if you want to get involved this summer, reach out to Danielle and Amina, and I'm sure maybe they can find some ways for you to help out. And yes, volunteer with me at the Harvard Square homeless shelter this summer. If you're going to be on campus for summer school, I will be running the Harvard Square homeless shelter this summer, and would love, love, love to see some of you come do a weekly shift, 2 bi-weekly shift. Work every night with me if you want. Forget about your studies. Just come help me. No, I would love to see you all there. So please just reach out. You all have my email, hesa_president@g.harvard.edu. And yeah, and truly thank you all for your support and friendship this year. It has not been an easy year. It has not been an easy road at Harvard Extension for me. I mean, the professors are amazing. My fellow students are amazing. The classes are amazing. I've been able to do some really amazing things at Harvard because of my Harvard Extension school status. So I'm really grateful for that. But, fighting for student rights doesn't make a lot of friends in high places, but I have the support of the student body, which that's really what's important to me. So it really has been an honor to be your president. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, moving on. HESA Awards. Our RSVPs nominations close this Sunday. I think we have about 30 more tickets. So if you're coming to town that week, please RSVP now. There's going to be food, there's going to be trophies, there's going to be professors who won last year coming to give out the award to the new professors. very Golden Globes, Oscars-esque kind of thing. So it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, so it closes on Sunday, so please make sure you RSVP. Danielle, can you put that in the chat if you haven't done it already? Yeah, thank you. I can't see the chat. All right, President-elect of the HGC, Brett Monson. Go ahead.
Thanks, Cody. Yeah, so for the Harvard Graduate Council, and just in case you don't know, it is going to be something that's comprised of all 12 different graduate and professional schools at Harvard. So in case you're new to that system, that's kind of what this group is, Harvard Graduate Council. And so we've got representatives from the extension school as well as all the other ones. And a couple of the updates then that we have is we have some further developments for some meetings with some faculty at the Harvard Law School. We've been working all year and even a little bit last year in getting a legal aid program set up for students who, if they ever need legal assistance, they could sign up for a free time slot to meet with somebody at Harvard. Obviously, a lot of students don't necessarily have financial means to be able to support legal fees. And so this is just trying to provide a service for those students to be able to do that if they run into landlord issues or what have you. We have some strategic planning meetings that are also going to be taking place with our mentors and some HEC leadership alumni this summer. And we're really trying to focus on metrics since the provost's office has made it very apparent that that's really what they want to see. They provide the funding to us for anything that we do. And so they always want to see, hey, you know, what are these dollars being used for? What's the impact? How many students do you have per dollar that show up? Do you have diversity across all 12 schools for these things? So this last year, we've had 1,350 students that participated in some sort of programming through HGC, whether that was attending an event, doing one of the headshots, coming to programming like the Harvard-Yale game that we had a tailgate thing for, or the masquerade ball. We had some university-wide committees that we had students serve on. It's 7 this year. We had some resolutions got past 8. It's kind of just important for us to like use numbers as a base to know like, hey, well, what's the goal for next year? And so we're going to be trying to do some strategic planning about how do we diversify, involvement from all 12 schools? How do we get more visibility? And metrics are a big part of that for most of our advisors. So that's what Idanga said, the vice president from the health school, and I are going to be working on, and we are currently working on it. So excited for that summer. For the summer to start. And I will also be on campus. I'll be a proctor then for the summer school. So if anybody's going to be around, excited to see you, Cody. I'm going to definitely take you up on volunteering at the homeless shelter. I did it one time over the spring break and it was great. So thank you.
Great. I'm holding it to you, HGC
Sure.
President-elect Brett Monson. That's how you have to say his title, the HGC President-elect Brett Monson, okay? And I want to be called former HESA President Cody Christensen. All right, great. Here we go. Now we're going to get some updates from our societies. This makes me so happy that we now have 4 slides from 4 brand new societies that we were able to bring to fruition. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Can I have a creative writing person?
Yes. Hi.
Oh, Gustavo. Yes.
This is Gustavo. Hi, all. To everybody. I'm the vice president sitting in for Art, who couldn't make it as today. So I'll be very brief to bring everybody up to date. After carefully listening as best as possible through the different platforms of social media to what the needs and wants of the community were, we designed certain events and let's say recurring events to attend to them. And they took the form of write-ins since what the community wanted most was, the moments to come together to support each other in writing. And so we have so far conducted 3 write-ins. These are moments when we set up a Zoom call and anybody can come in and write. And we spend 2 hours, everybody quiet, writing down, supporting each other. If people have questions or they want to read over material or, have questions, they do so. And it's been great. Poems have been written, term papers have been workshopped. And so it's been successful. The send-off party designed as a way to motivate writers to come up with flash fiction and actually publish them and motivate that last, or get people to go to that last mile to ensure that and make students realize that you can publish, break that fear of being published. Yes, indeed, creative writing and literature student society. That's what it is. It's kind of a convoluted name for creative writing, but that's what it is. So we also held a folklore night, which was a hybrid event, which Natalie attended, who is our director of communications, who's also on the call. That was a great success. There were over 30 people in attendance, and it was not just spoken, but also music involved. And sorry, director of events. Yes, apologies. That was a good time. Then we well, we have designed our monthly meetings to take place on our last monthly meeting that took place on May the 9th. We concluded the debate on our society's constitution, and we will be voting to ratify it on May the 20th. We want to make it, and we will be sending out an email to and messages through our different platforms to ensure that we get as much participation as possible from all the members, so that everybody can, so nobody feels left out, and that we provide enough opportunity for people to familiarize themselves with the Constitution, and make it as democratic as possible. And it'll be ratified by May 20th. We created, one other thing we did is we created a forum on Discord, on the platform Discord, which, if you're not familiar with it, is something similar to Slack. It's a platform. It's designed basically for gamers, but we found it useful as well to create a forum where people can post their work, and it can become a place where people can collaborate on work and critique their own work. Because one of the things, especially what the alumni were asking us was, well, they wanted a place where their work could be critiqued by other students. And so we created the Discord channel with different sub channels within it that allows, if you have a fiction, which is horror or different genres or subgenres or nonfiction screenplays, you can post them there, and the community will can critique or give observations. And so, what we really are going to be promoting this platform, and we are very hopeful that this is going to become the go-to place for the Harvard Extension community writers and anybody who is a member of the society, and for it to really become the collaborative platform that everybody wants to have alongside the classes and the different professors or what, professor-led classes or what have you. This can be a completely student-led, independent resource for people to share and help each other out throughout, not just as a student, but as for alumni as well. Okay. For upcoming events, well, we have a talent show tonight together with HESA. I hope people can make it. I unfortunately won't be able to make it. I have a personal event that I have to attend, but Natalie will be our master of ceremonies, and the RSVP has just been posted on the link on the chat group. We have an author spotlight with a writer that some of you might be familiar with. His name is Cody Christensen. If you don't know him, I'll send you his information.
Yeah, can you send the link to Target so they can purchase the book, so they can join our.
Yes, Natalie, if you have that link, I read the book. It's a good book. It's got great pace. The pacing is great. It's a really fun read, and everybody should read it. Not just to support our president, but it's because it stands on its own 2 feet. It's a great read. And we're going to be having the spotlight on the 19th of May. We hope to see you there. And this will be the first of many author spotlights that we want to have monthly. We couldn't think of a better person to kick it off than him. And then lastly, we're having a book club that was proposed by also by a member of the board here, Callie Friesen, and she will be having this book club / workshop in June. And more information for that could be posted here as well. And well, we will be advertising it as it comes together, and we have it. We have the materials for it. So we're gonna have a pretty busy. We've been pretty busy. We're very excited for this summer book club workshop that comes to us from an initiative from Cali, and that's pretty much what we've been up to. And summer, we have decided to focus our strength on organizing our programming for the next year, and we'll be having some other fun ideas like the podcast and other things that will take a little more time to develop.
Awesome.
That's what we're up to. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Gustavo. We'll see everybody tonight at the talent showcase, and then everybody on May 19th for our author spotlight with Cody Christensen. I'm going to read his book. I've heard it's good. Okay, so we have like 12 minutes left. Let's go take about 3 minutes per slide. That would be great. Next up, GDPSS.
Good morning for me, but good morning, everyone. Javier Jimenez, I'm director of events for the society group. I'm here representing our team. I know we had 2 of them when we started the meeting, but they had to jump out. I want to announce we have 3 new board members. They're actually appointed because there was not a lot of competition. So Nick Gertie, he's marketing director, engagement chair. He was in our meeting this morning. We have Mark Nabon, which I think most of you know, which I'm surprised is not here today. He's membership and engagement committee chair. And then we have Kate Bellucci. She's a non-voting member that's also one of the original members that started the process of putting together this society a few years ago. So she graduated last year. She'll actually be walking this May, but she finished her work last summer. So far, we have since we became a society, we've had 2 different coffee chats. We've also visited about 4 classrooms of some of the classrooms. Those are the courses out of the degree requirements, in addition to other courses that are the core of the program. We visited with them to try to generate awareness, drive interest in the program. We've had quite a few interests. Unfortunately, a lot of those students are in the 2 courses that are required to be admitted, so they're not quite admitted yet. They couldn't run for office. We're currently working on organizing the coffee chats for the rest of the year and start putting together the plan for the next school year. This summer, every summer, the Global Development Practice Program, the chair and the program director, they hold a summer mixer. And every year it's getting bigger and bigger. So we're looking forward to that. So for those of you who are going to be on campus, if you're interested, I'll be more than happy to send you the information. It's a really cool event, and we partner with the program to bring this come to life, and it's a really good opportunity to get to know people and network. And the other thing that I forgot to include on this chart, my apologies, is we also have we have the agreement of Dr. Walsh, who is going to be our society advisor. He is one of the core professors for one of the core courses called Global Development. He is a full professor at Harvard University. He's also a professor in the University of Dublin. So he'll be working with us moving forward. And I'm probably at time. So if you need to reach out to me, let me know. I'll be more happy to help.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Javier. Yeah, looking forward to the summer mixer as well. And congrats on the advisor. Very good. All right. Next up, Heather, HES IOPSS.
That's right. It's a mouthful. It's the Industrial Organizational Psychology Student Society. And I am the president of that society, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for putting this on. Thank you, Cody, for all you have done this year. It's been amazing, especially your help for getting this society started. We have new board members that we just appointed. Sarah, who is the Director of Member Development, and Claire, who is the Director of Event Management and Partnership Development. That's going to really help us next year in building out our events. So we're really excited about that. We had our first leadership speaker series. We learned a ton, namely that we need to let HESA know what's going on and to add it to the Google Drive. If anybody doesn't know about that Google Drive, here's your little PSA. Anyway, it was a man, Josh from Israel, and he spoke on his company, Our Crowd, and it was very interesting to hear what it's like to do business in Israel and how he works with other countries in the aspect of managing different cultures. And then our next leadership speaker series will be in August. We'll get out the date soon and put it on the HESA Google Drive. And then we're going to start this summer to create recorded interviews that will be posted on the website and social media and on our chat. So look forward to that. And right now we're just working on organizing and planning the whole rest of the year. So we're happy to be part of HESA and all of you guys. There's so many things now that I want to go to. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here. All those events sound so good. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited. So yeah, we actually have, for club leaders, society leaders, we have a in-house list of all the events. And so they put them on there. And then what we do with that is we put it on the HESA website on our calendar. So if you're not a student, like a leader of one of the organizations, go to the HESA website and you can find out where all these events are happening on our calendar. So it does get updated. Danielle is a professional at that. So it's always updated and you can always find info there. And always check our social media. We're always publishing stuff for the societies as well. All right, last but definitely not least, probably the most active student society right now, HES PSS.
Yes, thank you so much. This is Kimia, the president for HES PSS. First of all, thank you so much, Cody. Thank you so much for the board for making this possible for us. And I'm so excited. I'm finally done with finals and we can graduate. So I'm looking forward to seeing Cody in person too. And don't want to take too much of your time. I just put everything that we have is announced through our social media sites, our website. It's in the chat. We have 3 upcoming events. The latest one we are about to announce, we're just confirming the time for the week of graduation. We were able to get the downstairs arcade from the Science Center, and it's open to everyone. I know a lot of the graduation events are limited and they don't allow a lot of people. So this is open. You can bring your friends, you can bring your family. I hope you join us. And then on Monday, we have pretty much a celebrity in the science world. Dr. Michael Levin will be joining us. I hope you attend. It's, again, open to everyone. Wellness Wednesdays will be going at least till the middle of June. I hope you take advantage of it. It's also on our YouTube. So yeah, it's been really helpful, especially for me during the finals, and I hope you take advantage of it. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Kimia. All right, that brings us to this slide. Danielle, do you want to tell us about participating in HESA next semester, since you'll be the VP and I'll be gone?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to go to I think the next couple of slides, we've got some, one great way to participate is to join one of our committees. So for events, and also we have a very active international student committee that Sherry is leading. So there are some options there. Next slide, please. Also make sure that you RSVP for our upcoming events. I hope to see everybody at the HES Awards, which isn't next semester, but still. Yeah. And I do have the QR code to sign up to the newsletter right there, and strongly recommend that you subscribe to it, because that is how you will find out information about the things that are happening as they get close to happening. But also can reach out to any members of the board at any time.
Right. Thank you so much. And then, of course, Danielle and the team will be posting some more available appointed roles that will be open for next year, like deputy director roles, ALB, ALM liaisons. There's a couple of different ways you can get involved. So if you're, if you're not already focusing on another, like one of the clubs or one of the societies, and you're looking for a way to get involved, that they will help you find a way to do that next year. All right. So another HESA newsletter is on the way. We will send one out after graduation, a special newsletter with photos and videos and all sorts of good stuff. And we'll also let you know about our last monthly meeting with Dean Coleman, how that goes. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me at hesa_president@g.harvard.edu. We'll have that email for just a little bit longer and then it'll be passed on. So I want to hear from you. And I think, yeah, here's the QR code to sign up for Sherry's committee. Give everybody a second to do that. Great. So I see some people doing it. Fantastic. And then if you want to stay up to date with anything else, you can join our Facebook communities, our Instagram, LinkedIn, and our GroupMe. We are trying to connect this community. That is what we do. So there are so many ways to connect with us and your fellow students. So please take advantage of them. And that's it. That's it. Let me stop sharing. And just want to say again, thank you all so much for this amazing year. We are at time, so we're going to stop now and start our professor spotlight in just a few minutes. We're going to take like a 3 or 4 minute break. But again, I just want to
Cody,
yes.
Nathan asked if we could take one more group picture.
Oh, yeah. Please, everybody who's here, get on. Great. That's a very secretarial thing to ask. So he's already doing his job for next year. I love it. All right. Anybody else want to get on for the photo? All right, ready? So last one. Should I hold up my brick? Let me hold up my brick. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Oh, I'll put it down. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, one more for good measure. You know what? I will hold up this HESA sticker though. We worked hard to get these damn things. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a beautiful year. It has really been an honor being your president. And I look forward to seeing some of you this summer and at graduation. So, all right, have a great one. Please stick around. I'm going to stop the recording now and stay tuned for the Professor Spotlight.